What is so attractive about this person that makes you want to cry when they don't want to choose you? I mean, crying is fine. I'm not saying that men cannot cry. Men can cry all you want. It's fine. But what is the reason here?
I think that is kind of a red flag too. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sauce Podcast. My name is Chloe and today I'm joined by a very familiar guest, Joan.
Hello everyone.
Yes, she's back, and based on the title, you know what we're going to talk about today. Singles Inferno Season 2. So it's just come to an end in the past week, and of course, we have watched this season as well. Like last season, we did a review. This season, we're also going to do it with the new cast. There's so much more different type of drama. And yes, let's talk about all the details. So Joyce, what do you think about this season? Do you like it more than season 1? How was it for you?
The drama and the whole vibe is very different this time around. Previous season, all of the contestants, they were a little bit more like open to talk to everyone. Like for example, if let's say the one that I am interested in is not interested in me, then I'll approach someone else. But for this time, this show, there's a few contestants, they actually reach out to only one person and they like literally just only to that one person. So it's a bit different.
To be honest, like when I started watching it, the first few episodes were actually really boring to me. Like I skipped a lot of parts of it because maybe because I'm so impatient and that's how I watch things anyways. But it just felt like, oh, I needed more drama. I'm here for the drama, and like even like the walk-in and stuff, maybe because season 1 had already set up a certain expectation, you know, all the people are hot. So
Yeah.
they are all very pretty. They are hot too, but like it didn't feel like exceptionally blow my mind away. So I think
Correct.
that it was just a bit okay. So when's the drama coming? Yeah, towards the end of it, you know, because like we're invested in the characters and stuff. So that's where it becomes a little bit more interesting. And like what you say, why are they all just fixated on like one person? I don't get it. Like I'm here for the drama. Like give me the drama. Go and flirt.
Like this is like a game show, you get what I'm saying? So it's not like you go there to find your love just on one person. Because finding your love, you have to reach out to a few people.
Yeah.
Like don't just fix your eyes on a person. But this time it's just like one person. All the time when I see some of the participants, for example, like for females, it's Zoe.
Yeah.
She is so fixated on Young-jae, like she doesn't talk to any other guys. Girl, go talk to other people.
It doesn't have to be that deep, right? But at least try to talk to someone else. Yeah, because I think by talking to different people, like you get a different kind of dynamic. But it was kind of expected. Like Soe was so into Young-jae. Dongwoo is like one man for like Sergi. Han Bin is also just on that one girl. And then like Soo is also, even though she just met Jin Young like for a few hours, but she wouldn't let him go. I wanted a little bit more of a dynamic. I think at least for Nadine, her like she was interested in Dongwoo first, and then after she knew that, you know, Dongwoo is not so interested in her, she look out and talk to other people, which is the interesting part here. But all the other cast did not do it. I don't know. They didn't want to appear thirsty. I don't know.
But they should have already have the idea of what is going to be like in a Singles Inferno TV show. It should have some drama and should have some stories going on. It's not like, oh, it's like a real life love story like this, like you only approach one person. I don't think that is the point of the show here.
Why they're so loyal? Come on, guys, give us okay.
I think we just don't want to like make this like a confusion to the people. Being in love with someone, loyalty is very important. But for a show, I think you should talk to a lot of people and like approach some new friends. Yeah, even if you didn't end up with this together with this person, I think like making new friends is very important.
The key highlights or like key moments is definitely the ending, right? Like who chose who and who partnered with who. And of course, we've got to get into it. Sergi's choice at the ending. Was it a shock for you? Like, did you think that she was going to choose Jongwoo? Because I think we were all kind of expected that she was going to choose Jin Young for sure, right? And then at the end, it just had such a huge twist. And then even the hosts were like crying. And like, it was like, I was like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah, I know, right? Thinking about it, I don't think that is a shock. You know why? I think she would end up with Jongwoo because Jin Young really said something that is very turned off to So-gi. Remember when she said what kind of ideal woman he's looking for? And then he said that he's looking for someone who is independent and stable, but he's not a stable man. Well, that is a very big turn off. If I heard this answer, I would immediately make my decisions to not go for this guy. But I know deep inside, I feel So-gi is still very attracted to him. But on another area, this is not right lah. That's why she made the decisions to go with Dongwoo. And I think another point is he cared so much about So-gi to a point, if I'm So-gi, I would feel bad if I reject you because he's very nice. He really cared for her so much, and he cried for her.
Why are you crying, boy?
Yeah, correct, exactly. Actually, I cannot understand why he cried for a woman that he doesn't know deeply. But if I were to stand in So-gi's point of view, to choose Dongwoo, it's just because of that, like, you're treating me so well. So I have to consider the person that I'm attracted to with his Jin Young, but I have no future with this person because, we are not aligned.
She chose someone that makes her feel at peace. Like Jin Young is a guy that she's very attracted to. And we know this, right, girls? Like we know that when we're very attracted to someone, we're in love with someone. But at the same time, this person is mixed signals to you and you feel very like anxious. You feel very unsettled all the time. Like, oh, what's he thinking? Like, does he like me? And you overanalyze like a lot of things that they do. But for Dongwoo, because he has been so consistent, she probably feels that he will always be there for her, and that he really care for her. So I think she chose someone that makes her feel like calm. I guess she made a right choice, and also because after she chose Dongwoo, a lot of people started changing their perception of her, like in favor of her, because in many episodes previously, she was getting a lot of hate because of how she acted. Her eyes are weird. I don't know what is wrong with her eyes. Like left, right, down, and like I don't know. Is it because there was a script for her and she was supposed to act a certain way, but obviously she's not. So she ended up looking so unnatural.
Actually, I feel like I was watching a Korean drama because every scene, every of her facial expression is very K-drama. Especially the moment when Jin Young went to stop at Nadine's place. Her face was totally very K-drama. Like her expression was 100% K-drama expression.
Actually, it was very annoying for me, like throughout. Like she's so gorgeous, no doubt. She's so pretty. She got a face, she got the boobs, she got a body, but it's just that what is she doing with her eyes? And it's like whatever that she's saying is not really matching up to how she's showing it. Yeah, so it's like there's like a mismatch. I feel like I cannot really fully be there to root for her because I don't feel like she's being very genuine basically. I think that's one of the things that didn't set well with a lot of audience too. She's very innocent looking, but obviously she's not. Like she's not really playing the game right? Like with stringing like all the guys and all that. So at the end, when she chose Dongwoo, then everyone was like, oh, so, actually, she knows who's best for her. Oh my God, girl. Yeah, go for the guy. Go for the guy that's the most sincere and like care for you.
But I don't really hope that she really gets into a relationship with Dongwoo.
How come?
Yeah, because Dongwoo reminds me of a little bit character of dragon fruit. The thing is, I cannot, like what I said just now, I cannot understand why a man can cry for a woman when you don't even know that person well enough in terms of qualities. But what is so attractive about this person that makes you want to cry when they don't want to choose you? I mean, crying is fine. I'm not saying that men cannot cry. Men can cry all you want. It's fine. But boy, I need to know what is the reason here. If let's say they really got into a relationship, he would really loved her so much that only her in his world, That is what happened to dragon fruit, right? So if let's say So-gi did anything wrong in the future when they're together, I tell you, this man, he will be so triggered. He can do anything.
He looked like he couldn't live without her. Yeah. Like not my type at all.
Not my type too.
For me, it feels very much like physical characteristic based, right? Yeah. There wasn't any conversation that felt particularly deep that makes you feel like, oh, okay, maybe because of they have shared interests or like shared experiences that kind of make you understand, like brought them together. I think for Young-jae and So-on, I felt that a little bit more. Like their conversation
Mm,
started off a bit more light, and it's like their energy match each other, you know. If but for this one, it's like it's just, oh, I saw this really pretty girl and I really need to get this pretty girl, and if I didn't get this pretty girl, I'm gonna die.
He's
So
very much attracted to her because of her appearance. I would say it's 100%. Okay, at least 90% of her appearance. What is the reason there that you're attracted to? Maybe nothing, seriously.
yeah, I think for Dongwoo and Seoki, poor guy, he
Mm,
rejected so badly. Probably never got rejected quite a lot in his life because of his he's not bad looking. Actually, he's not bad looking. And then he's also very, of course, his profession is also very respectable one. But this girl was like, ahjusshi, go away, not interested. Not interested. Like she literally just turned him down so badly.
the first time when they went to Paradise, right, her face looked very annoyed, the
Yeah,
whole time. And
yeah.
then she rejected him to go to swimming.
I didn't think that she was really like rejecting him. She said, if you want to swim, I can watch you, ma, right? She said that. So it's not like complete rejection. If she still is open to the idea of spending time. But I think their first date in Paradise was just extremely awkward. The second morning is like she just looked as though like, I don't want to be here with you. Like the whole face is just like, get lost.
I don't want to talk to this man. The whole expression.
Props to her.
Correct.
Yeah, too bad. That's what kept this guy going, because he probably never got rejected in his life. So he's like, oh my God, it's a mission for me. It's a challenge for me. I need.
Yeah, it's a challenge. That's why.
Yeah. Because honestly, I don't know why is he still even trying at the end. It's so obvious already that you don't stand any chance. You're completely out of the picture. Girl does not think of you. go and find someone else. Se-jeong is so available. Come on, go and talk to someone else.
Or are they actually, all these contestants, they are taking this show very seriously? Because they are really having the intention of, after this show, I'm gonna date someone. So they really want to just go for the options that they want to date to. Yeah, it's not even like a friend anymore. Because I think, right, for Dongwoo, if I were Dongwoo, I would stand beside Nadine. She's very young, but the thing is that we have common interests and then start to get to know each other from that point. Instead of just complete rejection. Because Solgi, to me, if I'm Dongwoo, I would already know and receive the information from her that this is a complete rejection. I already feel it. The things that you already know. So you should go and look for someone else. So I would go for Nadine, or maybe, I don't know, Se-jeong. Go for someone that has possibilities. Don't go for someone who has totally, completely zero.
But poor Nadine though, with like Dongwoo, like he also outrightly rejected her like right away after she revealed the age, like what she does. He's like, oh my God, I'm gonna be so busy, and like that's about it. Go talk to someone else. He's rejecting and acting like he has options.
Actually, he doesn't have.
No girls are interested except for Nadine lah. But
Yeah, except for Nadine.
Nobody else was interested in. Like, since we're talking about Nadine, right? Oh my God, this girl, I love her. I love her. I think she's every girl's dream. Like she's so pretty. Girl goes to Harvard. She does pre-med with double major with like computer science. I mean, what kind of brain do you need to have to do that? I feel like she was the most interesting character for me, not just because of all the qualities that she had, but because of the development of her character. Very introverted, awkward person. But towards the end of the show, like, you can see that she made a lot of progress, like just talking to other people. For that, like, I really liked her.
Yeah, I liked her also. I really, really, really like watching her because I think she's very real.
She's just the whole package. But honestly, my question is, like, what is she doing there? If what she's saying, like what kind of guys that she's looking for is like someone that is very passionate about their job, like job is very important. I think meaning like this guy should have a certain kind of like status, big dreams for the world, right? As she is, right? Girl, did you think that you could find on a dating show? Because Singles Inferno is brand as bikini bar, like 6-packs, and like, girl, what did you think?
The thing is that I quite pity the fact why she didn't get with anyone at the end of the show. And I kind of understand what's the reason that she didn't get anyone at the end. Because you see, Singles Inferno is a Asian-based TV show, right? And then Nadine, she is a westernized woman. That's why she couldn't find anyone at the end. I mean, even though she's like a full package woman, but still cannot find someone. You deserve so much more than anyone in this show.
Her background and what she does is like such a center of their passion. Like, oh, you're studying, you're gonna be a doctor. Oh my god, you still have a lot of years ahead of you. You're gonna be busy, girl. Like, how are you gonna date? Like, how do you balance relationship and like studies? It felt sad in a way because I feel like it's like discrimination because her capabilities, which she should be so proud of, and her overall, which she's so gorgeous, independent, cool girl, yet having trouble in relationships. I won't directly relate that, oh, guys are intimidated by like strong alpha successful. But it's just more like the reality is men would want to provide, right? Well, hopefully find somebody like they could match. Yeah. Jin Young said it outrightly, oh my god, oh, I'm no match.
She's really too qualified to find anyone there.
Yeah. Okay, I think I want to talk about another character, which is Se-jeong. Girl is so hot, but she didn't get to go paradise ever.
She's the only character that doesn't get to the paradise. I tell you, girl, I can feel her so much.
It's kind of sad, but honestly, I don't see that she had much interesting thing to talk about her other than she's super hot because she didn't really make any effort.
She didn't really pursue any man. She's just like sitting there. Be pretty. I also don't understand what kind of qualities, what kind of person she is as a character, like her personality. I don't know her. I feel like she's like a background character.
You know, I thought that she was green flag. She was pretty cool until like when Nadine said she wanted to talk to Jin Young, and then she like, oh, faster go and like take her chances. I don't know if you remember that scene, but basically, yeah, Nadine already told her that she is interested in Jin Young, want to talk to him, and she quickly go and snatch the guy. Because when Jin Young came, he was so popular, right?
He set off a very curious vibe to the girl.
Is he your favorite? Do you like him? Or what do you think about him?
No, I don't like him. He's a red flag guy. Number one, the most red flag sentence ever. He wants to look for a stable woman, an independent woman, but him himself is not a stable person. What kind of woman are you looking for? Like, if you want someone who is stable, then you have to be stable first, right? So this is a very big green flag here. Like, what are you expecting from me if let's say I am the person that you're approaching to?
And I think this statement that he thrown out at the end of the episode to Sookie, I think it was kind of like probably a very huge deciding factor for Sookie to not choose him in the end. Yeah, he was probably too honest on this part. He seemed like he's gonna choose like a life partner. Bro, you're on a dating show. Chill, chill. Just be hot and like go away. Like, everybody's just gonna remember that you are hot and you were very cool. He should have chose Minsu because Minsu is some freaking CEO and Minsu is so into her. Come on, so into him.
I know, right? And you know the funny thing is that he wants to look for someone who is stable, independent, but in the end, he still chose someone who doesn't have that qualities, but he knows that someone else has it, and the person is Minsu. She's also very attractive, very very pretty, and she's very independent. Why not go for someone like that, right? I'm not saying that you cannot have the intention of having to look for a life partner in a TV show, but you may or may not end up with the person that you meet on the TV show. You can still meet a lot of people, try your life. You only stay 10 days there. You stay less than 10 days, Jin Young. You stay less than 10 days there, okay? Remember he said that he knows that he's attracted to someone just within the 3 seconds of meeting the person, right? Then he did actually say that he would follow his instinct of that person that he's attracted to within the 3 seconds. So he said that was Sookie. That's why he goes for this girl. But it's very contradicting here, you see. Like, he wants someone who is stable and all that stuff. But he at the same time he is attracted to someone who he has 3 seconds of attraction. So boy, this doesn't match. Like, you're gonna make up your mind which one you want. You want the 3 seconds one or you want the stable one? So obviously right here he wants to choose someone who is a 3 seconds. Then if you want to choose someone who is a 3-second person, then why did you be so real to the person that you want to choose, saying that you want to find someone who is stable? This comment doesn't look good on you, and this person has a choice to not choose you.
At the last episode, it didn't look like he was really giving Sookie the assurance, because at the end of the episode, right, all the people were like kind of like reaffirmed that they really like the person and they want to be with the person. I want to make sure that you go home with the person that you like, right? But this guy is just like, yo, I want to be a person who is stable, but I'm not stable, but still, you should be like, I want to go further with you. And even though maybe I'm not in a really good place right now, but I hope that we can work it out, right? Come on, come
Yeah, he could have thought it this in this way.
yeah, it makes so much of a difference, lah. But I don't think like he's a huge red flag. For me, I really do like him because he's very like mysterious. He's like a baddie like that, lah, basically, right? But I don't think that he was leading anyone on, or like he was nasty in any sense, because I think what he had was unrealistic expectation. Because for me, like, he's very real. He wasn't gonna do that chivalrous shit to carry any girl's bag. You know, he was like, oh, good luck, you carry yourself. When he rejected Minsu, he said it quite straightforwardly, but I don't think it was hurtful.
Yeah, I think the way that he rejected Minsu is quite nice. So the way he talks and the vibe that he sent to Minsu was nice.
Yes, yes.
The only thing is the processing behind his brain that I cannot understand is 3 seconds and someone who is stable. This is very contradicting.
Yeah.
Why I think it's a red flag also, that he cannot make up his mind. A good man is someone who is decisive when it comes to this kind of things.
It hasn't been 10 days for him also, to be fair.
Correct. Then you gotta sort out your brain. You gotta sort this out, boy. It's good. Sort this out. Yeah, and you know, towards the end of the show, when Seulgi asked him, "Have you decided yet?" Then he still said no.
That's where the part that he really missed his chance, because he really should have the assurance, lah, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel he is like hanging Seulgi, you know, because Seulgi is so interested in him, so curious about him, but he wants to like keep her hanging. So he gives the answer like very uncertain answer that keeps a person hooked up to you, man. Doesn't I don't like it.
Yes, I'm attracted to bad boys, and I know it.
No, please, girl, you have already admitted that in Singles Inferno 1, our review. This girl, she is attracted to Jin Tae. I'm not saying Jin Tae is not good. He's a very successful man. But you know, at some point, I also feel like he has a little bit of a red flag. Yeah. Remember how he went to Paradise with a girl? I forgot her name. She's a tan-skinned girl, the Oni girl. Yeah. They really had a good time there. And then the second time he went to Paradise with Jiyeon. Then Jiyeon asked her, what did you do? How was it with the girl earlier? Then she said, not much, nothing much. She's a big eater. Like, how can you talk about another woman in front of another girl like that?
That was mean lah.
Bad boy. You know, bad boy likes to do this kind of thing.
But who is your favorite guy actually? Because mine is not Jin Young. My favorite guy is not Jin Young. Yeah, really. Like, as in one that I choose is not Jin Young.
I have to think for some time to choose the person. I mean, my favorite man, but maybe the closest is Se-jeong, because he is a very weird sense of humor somehow. I don't know whether this is casted or not, but he's not attracted to someone like physically. He's attracted to someone on the inside. For example, like Zoe, you remember those who watched the show? You know, like Zoe, she got rejected so many times by Young-jae and all that stuff. And then she really got no one chose her. Even the first night when they opened their box, she didn't get anyone chose her. So it was quite sad. The first night already very sad for her. Then she approached to someone that she really liked, also get rejected. I mean, we have to be realistic. This show is a appearance-based love show. So I think Se-jeong, he is not the kind of person who looks at appearance. If you want to compare with appearance, I'm not saying that Zoe, she's very pretty also. But if you want to compare with someone who is a Miss Korea, cannot compare that, right? She's pretty herself. But if you stand next to a Miss Korea, just like us, stand next to a Miss Malaysia, we are nobody.
GG.
Yeah, exactly. Given that there's so many other attractive women, and he still chose someone who is beautiful on the inside, I think that is attractive.
I think that Se-jeong is kind of a red flag too. He's very funny. He brought like a lot of like entertainment to the show. But bro, like you less than one day he went to Paradise with Sohee already, right? And he already touched her hand already. Like, what the heck? I don't know. It helps that he's hot. He's handsome. I cannot deny
he's damn handsome, right? Really? I think he's very handsome.
Touch your hand when you barely know him. Of course, yeah, right? It's okay if he's hot. It's not okay if he's not hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitches.
I agree.
That's why I didn't really like jive because I felt like too fast, too soon. Everything that with Se-jeong and Zoe is too fast, too soon. Saying a bunch of like sweet things to her. So for me, like I don't like when things are like that lah.
I think also because he went into the show much later after a few episodes, right? And then Zoe, she is very familiar with the place already, so she is just
Like
trying to be friendly to newcomers. I think the friendliness in her is attractive. Like if Se-jeong came in the beginning, I think things will change her.
yeah, I think
Maybe I'm not sure, but I think things will change. Because nobody knows anything, ma. Basically, we are all like exploring things ourselves. Yeah, so I don't know whether Sejun's options will change or not. But I kind of think that it may change.
so too.
Remember how Young-jae chose Se-jeong the first night because he had the first interaction with Se-jeong only. Se-jeong and Zoe together, but he had more interaction with Se-jeong, so that's why he chose Se-jeong. The first interaction matters.
Se-jeong's your favorite. What about, is that all? Like no other guys?
No other guys really. Actually,
Oh,
Sejun, it's just like after a few days of thinking only that I can come up with two choices. Previous season, it was easy because the guy that I chose was Sehun and he can cook and also he's quite nice at the beginning of the show. At the end, like he's a bit creepy, but anyway, so it's easy for me to make up my mind. But for this time round, it's a bit like I'm not attracted to like
I like Young-jae. Oh yeah, he's really like someone that ticks my box. He's not like particularly handsome, but it's just the aura and like how he carries himself. Like, I feel like he has this calm yet like strong kind of vibe. Yeah, although a lot of people will say like, oh my god, like boy did so dirty, you know, this kind of stuff. I do agree in certain sense, but I didn't feel like it come from a malicious standpoint. Like I didn't feel like he purposely trying to drag her because she wanted to keep her as a backup. Like it didn't feel like that to me.
Yeah, of course
It just feel like because he really don't know how to say it.
Check.
Yeah, he doesn't really know how to
Yeah.
Within that few days when Zoe was like trying to confess with him and then like Soen went on Paradise, I felt like he aged 10 years, you know, because of face is like he's so worried and then he's like don't know what to do. I felt like he looked very bad there. I don't know, that's what I feel like. He came in like very refreshed, like die, and then after that all these kind of situations that build up, right? Then I feel like he suddenly looked so old. Like, he looked very unkept lah. But I didn't hate him just because like the way that he treated Zoe. He just felt like he just didn't know how to. Yeah.
I think for Young-jae, I don't have like a lot of comments about him except for the way that he treated Zoe. The awkward part is where when she confessed and then the guys get to choose who they want to go with to the paradise. Because I already confessed to you and you don't want to accept my feelings, it's fine. But you already know someone already taken. Then you still want to choose me. Like a bit awkward lah. I feel a bit awkward and like quite sad for her lah. She cried a few times also in the show, you know, quite hurtful. If Young-jae could think of like this is just a reality show, a love reality show. It's not, you're not going to date someone from the show. I think I would bring Zoe to go.
You know, he need to show Miss Korea that he's all for Miss Korea.
But you see, it's a reality show. You may not end up with the person that you date, sort of like you date with in the Inferno, right? Because you see season 1, which couples are dating right now? I don't know. I don't know who are dating now.
Don't think so. He could have handled the situation better. You know, for someone that has lived until 32 years old, I'm sure and he does look good. I'm sure he have had people chase him before, right? I think he can do better. In that sense, yeah. It's a nice show to watch to just, you know, when you want to unwind and not think about anything, you just want to focus on people's drama. It's a good 10 episodes that you guys can check it out. This is our hot take on Singles Inferno season 2. I think we wanted to point out a few, you know, those key moments that is a little bit more controversial and more like debatable for this season. Turkey, definitely the most popular girl here. And Nadine also had a lot of people talking about her on TikTok. I think unfortunately the guys is really just Jin Young. I think the last season had way more topics around the guys. But nevertheless, let's see. I think they will definitely do a season 3 and we'll see you guys in season 3 review if we're bored with our lives and we'll still watch it. So
we will still watch it even if we got a very interesting life
Okay, we're making a commitment here that season 3 review will definitely do it. Yeah. So, anyways, I think this comes to an end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening to our POV on the season 2 Singles Inferno cast. I hope that you guys have also enjoyed the show as much as we did. If you guys would like to see more updates, please follow us on Instagram at _the_saucy_podcast_, or you can reach us via our email hello.thesaucypodcast@gmail.com. We'll see you again in the next episode. Bye.